Jim from sunny Australia. Hello to the Americans in the room. Ahoy, 7 p.m. or just after Eastern Standard Time. Guys, what a great day to be able to jump on with you and have a chat about the market. It's been a little bit, I don't know if you want to say bleak over the last couple of months, but with people saying, the bull run's over, it's all over. We dropped down to 108,000. Everyone lost their nerve and became bears. Not this channel, guys. We said, I gave you a little treasure map actually a couple of weeks ago and said these are the levels I'm looking for Bitcoin to follow, and lo and behold, we'll check that out in a sec. But we've got a fair bit to chat about, guys. But good morning and good evening, most importantly, for tuning in today. Another episode of GC Crypto TV. Once again, shout out to a couple of the channel partners up above me. We've got OKX Australia. Big shout out to you guys. I did just post their link in description to earn COP $75 of free Bitcoin. So if you want to trade crypto safely and securely, go and check them out. And then last but not least, we've got Yeet over there. We'll be doing the big $1,000 giveaway tomorrow, guys. So again, that's the links in description. Go and do a little bit of trading on Yeet, bit of gambling, farm a bit of the airdrop, and go into the draw to win $1,000 tomorrow. I'll probably break it up a little bit again so there's more than one winner. I don't know if I'll do 4 times 250 or maybe 2 times 500, or we'll see, guys. But we'll do something sexy for you guys to thank you for tuning in, etc., etc. So once again, shout out to those two channel partners. Also, they do great merch. Actually, okay, this shit's good. Shout out GTG. That's our trading group, Greeny and myself. I do the calling there. Well, one of the callers there, some great callers. Shout out to Cappy, who might be watching today. 40-year-old D-Gen. Hello, thank you for tuning in, guys. Okay, enough shilling, enough small talk. Guys, let's get on with the show. So, hang on. Cheers, bottoms up. Pinkies up. Right. No funny business. Let's get into the show, guys. So obviously, the big news for today, that's probably got everyone absolutely frothing, is the big daddy. Bitcoin. Now, this is the chart that I've been preaching on about for quite some time now. Just ignore this little lovely blue line I've drawn in here. That I'll direct your attention to that in just a moment. But guys, what I was saying when we were at about 117,000, what I wanted to see when we broke down, if we broke down, was a retest for about the $107,000 mark. We actually pulled back just shy of that, broke down to 108,700, give or take a couple of bucks. And then what I mentioned was, obviously, we had a couple of really critical levels to get above, guys. These here really were so important, 111, 113, 100. I know they're all important. But for me, I guess the number one would be about the 115,000. That's the 50% level from the swing high to the swing low. Obviously, as Green and I like to educate and entertain you guys on, the 50% level here can act as strong resistance and support. It's now acting as support temporarily. And then we went one better, and we went past 117,500, which I was absolutely stoked about last night, guys. Like, such a massive show of strength. This one daily candle broke 2 fib levels. So I was like, oh boy, bull run stuff, guys. Like, when you start seeing big fat candles to the upside, oh man, in Q4, day one of Q4. Oh, welcome to Q4, day one Q4, America. Welcome. How good is it? How good is it? Bitcoin is a measly, I don't know what's that? Bloody $6,000 of all-time high. So what we're looking for, guys, now you're probably, happy 9/11, guys. You're probably saying, okay, Craig, you were right up till now, but Mr. Smartass, where to from here? It doesn't help to gloat that you got it right, because that doesn't help anyone new to the channel or anyone who didn't do anything when you said to. What do we do now? So what I'm looking for, guys, is probably a retest, if we get it, of the 50% level or the 117,000. So I want to see a daily close. So I'm on the daily chart at the moment. The daily close will happen in about 48 minutes. We want to see a daily close do something like this. Possibly come down and retest this 50% level, which is normally, like I said, a pretty good support level. Come down, retest it. Give the buyers some confidence that it's not going to just crash back down and we're going to go even lower. Springboard off there. Bob's your uncle. Bang. I mean, obviously, it's probably not going to be quite as smooth as that, guys. We'll probably go up, retest. Probably come back down here, retest the old all-time high, bang, up here. What I was drawing here, guys, what I wanted to see is, because the average gains in November about 40% for Bitcoin. 40%, give or take, right? I think it's about 38%. So what I wanted to see was with the fib levels from here, from the swing high to swing low, taking me to 150K, what sort of percentage move would that be? Like if the average move in November is 40%, where does that take us? Now, we've got to keep in mind, guys, that, October could be green, but it could be green 5%. So we could come back, pull back, sort of noodle around this level and then go. So we could actually pull back lower. So we'll kind of see there. We actually had a green September by, I think, 7%, which is, I think, don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, but either the second or third highest gain in September for Bitcoin in Bitcoin's history. So it's I'm pretty sure it's top 3. Pretty sure it's near, could be top 4. Give myself a bit of leeway. But anyway, it's pretty bloody good, guys. So we actually had quite a good September. So with that in mind, it does sort of, I suppose, make me weary about what this particular month. This month, I think, averages, it's not as high as next month. I'll bring it up in a sec. I have to go have a look. I didn't actually bring it up. I should have. Maybe it's less than the 38%. It might be 10, 20%, which is still pretty bloody good. But what I wanted to look at here on the Bitcoin chart was where sort of where would it take us percentage-wise if we went to about 150, which is according to the fib levels, guys. So the main levels I'm looking for now is if and when we break all-time high, where are we going to go? So the big levels for me are probably 133,000 or 130, because just psychologically 130, it's a kind of a round number. And then again at 150. Now that's a pretty, I like that level. I think it's a big psychological level. I think it's a level that humans naturally gravitate to as well, just in their heads. It sounds nice. It's nice and round. It's easy to kind of, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here, but kind of work with in your mind math-wise. It's kind of interesting how certain numbers seem to be easier for people to work out mathematically, and I find 150 is one of those. It's a lot easier than 133,000 to kind of work with if you're halving it or adding 10%, 20%, 150. It's nice and even and clean. Wouldn't be surprised to see that, guys, and that's not crazy talk according to the fib levels here. Nah, keep in mind, I'm not saying we're going to see this. What I'm talking about on this channel today, and always, guys, is probabilities. I don't know where the chart's going to go, but what I like to look at is probabilities. What's the probability of it going to 150 versus what's the probability of seeing downside? And the reason why I wanted to see it break above this important level here of the 50% is now the probabilities are now much more heavily on our side to see upside versus downside. Obviously, if we break below that 50% level, then the probabilities start to stack again in favor of downside before upside. So I really want to impose that on you guys. Probabilities are what we're working with here. So we're trying to get an edge in the market. We're trying to get the probabilities on our side, even 55%. That's great. See, if you can get it to 60%, man, you're just about winning all the time. If you get it to 70% plus, you're probably making fucking good money in this market. So that's where I'm trying to get to, the 70, 80%. Bloody hard to do. Did do it in the meme market for a while, but that's certainly been stripped away. But Bitcoin, I've been walking on a leash for quite some time. Shut up, Bitcoin. I'm not. Yeah, please don't hurt me for saying that. But yeah, look, things are going good. Let me just go to the chat quickly, guys. I am looking for dimes in my coin purse. What's up, dude? Let me bring that up. Let me give me a shout out. Great PFP. What's that from? What the hell is that again? One of those slug-looking fucking things. It's cool. Anyway, so guys, we just went to 118,000 on the chart. Oh, God. Let's go. I've been waiting for this for so long. Yeah, guys, this could start to feel pretty good. The last part of the bull run, you see, I think we're definitely past halfway in the bull run. I think we're quarter 4 at the moment. I say quarter 4 just because I don't want people to get caught off guard holding the bag. We could be quarter 3. We could go deeper into 26. We could go Q1, even Q2 into 26. So I'm hesitant to say this is quarter 4. Quarter 3, sorry, because I don't want you guys hanging on your bags too long and not taking profit. The number one thing I want to preach to you guys here today, the number one thing I want to impose on you guys is take profit, please. Please take profit. I'll give you a story. In 21, I joined up February 21. We got to about 22, and I had enough money in NFTs to, if I'd sold them, I could have paid off my house in full and paid off my 2 cars in full, 2 Euro cars. Not the greatest in the world, but they're European. They're not bad. I could have paid them off in full, and I could have paid my house off. Fast forward about 3 months, and I held for higher. I don't know why. I was at about maybe a 50x, guys, juicy as hell, and I held, and that 500,000 ended up turning into about 100 grand. So I left 400 grand on the table. Now, I've come back, I bounced back. Obviously, I stuck around, thankfully. There's a post on my X talking about how I went through that sort of, not depression, but kind of hurt or fucking up. Ego got a bit smashed. Obviously, I've been bragging, posting P&Ls, telling the wife and all that. And then, so it stings, man. It stings, especially when you tell other people and then they ask you how it's going. You're like, oh, don't talk to me about it. Anywho, so I want you guys to take profits. I want you to be aggressive with it. There's always time to buy back in, but there's not always time to sell out, guys. So please take profit on this pump up, guys. Even though I'm talking extremely bullish here, I'm going to pump your bags. I'm going to go, we're going to the fucking moon. Scale in, as I say, when the prices are dumping, scale in, and when they're pumping, slowly scale out. So full transparency, guys. Let me take you through a little run through what I'm going to do, right? No point telling you, excuse me, where I was buying. Now that we're pumping, where am I looking to sell, guys? So I will sell a little bit at the prior all-time high, 123,000. I'll probably take 10 or 20% of my Bitcoin bag off the table. That's because I'm up about 20, 30% there. And I take quite big swings, so I swing trade. So I'll probably sell 20% of my bag there, just in case we see a double top. I don't want to risk that. So I'll probably sell 10, 20% there and ride a 80 to 90% bag for higher. Now, where will I sell higher? So let's just say I'd sell 10 or 20% around here, right? Probably more like 10 to 15 to be perfectly honest with you, because I probably will get greedy in this part of the bull run. And I think we see higher, guys. Next part will be according to the fib levels. So I'll probably take some more profit at about the 130 to 133, somewhere in here, and then probably a lot in the 140 to 150. I won't sell at the 150. I'll try front run it probably at about the 138 to 145, somewhere in there. I'll probably take out about another 50%, guys. So at that point, I'm probably 50, 60% out, and I've probably got a 40% bag, which then I'll sell another probably 20% at 166, and probably another 10% 166, another 10% at 176, and then I've got a 20% moon bag to go for the 200. So that's kind of how I'm seeing it, guys. I will firm up those numbers. I will probably put a post up just explaining that, because that was just napkin math off the top of my head, not the most professional way of explaining it. But I just wanted to give you guys a macro view of what I'm doing. This is what I'm seeing. Well, let me zoom in, zoom out, zoom in a little bit for you guys. This is the macro view here on the weekly. As you can see, guys, channel breaks down. We charge up, bang. Charge up, drop, bang. Charge up, drop, bang. We're on now. So we've pulled back. We've tapped our lower fibs, and now we're off to the races, guys. Could we see lower? Yeah, I reckon it's probably I reckon the odds are probably 70-30, 70% higher, 30% lower. But if we break below that 50% level, that completely flips, and it's probably 70% lower, 30% higher. Keep in mind, when I say 70% lower, I mean just for a moment in time. I don't mean that's the bull run over. I just mean we probably have to wait probably longer into Q4/Q1 next year for this to pump again. So I don't think the bull run's over regardless of where this price goes, unless we break below, say, guys, if we break below, I'll start to get a bit edgy. I wouldn't like to see us break below the 93, to be perfectly honest. That would start to get me a bit hairy. But gee, if we broke down into the 70s, I'll be like, oh shit. But so we have got quite a bit of padding here, guys, to the downside. So that's probably enough about Bitcoin before I lose my breath from hyperventilating. But let me just go back to the chat. So guys, shout out on X for you guys watching me there. We're just going over the market now. Obviously, the market is absolutely pumping, so everyone's in a good mood. Yo, Cappy, GM, one of the callers from GTG. We're going to get on the show very shortly. Maybe we can get you on. We'll get you on tomorrow, Cappy, if you're up for it. Just give me a shout out if you're good for tomorrow. Otherwise, next week, dude. If you're up for tomorrow, bro, I'll get you on. Let's get you on. Let's get chatting. Anyway, so shout out on X, shout out on Abstract. We've got a few legends there. Hopefully I got the stream started over there. Yes, I did. Wakaris, what's up? Razuka, as always, what's up? Havana Sunrise, hello. Nixon, what's up? I haven't seen you for a couple of days. Nixon, what's up? Jigs, hello. Hopefully you don't get front run. We're on. Havana, that is bullish as fuck with Bitcoin's price. Yeah, man. The Bitcoin price looks good, real good. Obviously, the abstract ecosystem starting to pump as well. So my bags over there going up. I'm only down about 50% there now instead of 65, 70%. So God bless you. Cudboy, what's up? Hello, hello. Thanks for pulling up on abstract. We are seeing a bit more action on abstract. I'm liking it, guys. I'm liking it. So abstract, I think, is going to cook Q4, guys. Don't underestimate Luca, man. Don't underestimate the big dog. All right, guys. So let's move on. So that's Bitcoin. Obviously, guys, if you're just tuning in, I've just run over Bitcoin pretty thoroughly. All the replays are on our GC Crypto TV on X. If you are watching over there, g'day. If you're not, go check us out over there. Otherwise, it's on my YouTube as well, which is same thing, Craig's Coin Purse. Right. Next big thing I wanted to give a shout out to Pengu. Woohoo! So yesterday we're talking on the channel. We had broken under this line, and I said we've got to get above here. This is what I drew in, break above, and then we're off to the races. Lo and behold, we have done that thanks to Daddy Bitcoin. So there is the resistance. We're hitting our heads on there. Let me just bring this a little bit closer for you guys probably to see, because I know that's probably a bit small on your screens. So we broke below this resistance line / support line and started hitting our heads on the daily. Can't get above. Bitcoin pump, bang, see you later, and above the fib level there. Guys, I think this fucking sends, man. I think this is a cup and handle. I think this is a juicy chart, man. I think man, this is how bullish I am. I think we see 7 cents here, guys, pretty soon, which is 2x from here. I think this giga cents into Q4. I think Luca Nets is going to send this. I think we're in for a very thick and juicy Q4 on Pengu. So I did buy the dip on this. I was getting in at 3 cents and 2.9. We're only at 3 cents, 3.1 cents. So it's not like I can celebrate too much. It's just above my buy zone by fucking 5%. But guys, just structurally, this just looks so good. About as good as it gets, to be honest. So shout out to Pengu, shout out to Luca. That chart looks bloody glorious, and I'm balls deep. All right, another one, pump. Oh, should have bought the 50%, guys. This is so good. Spoke on the channel yesterday and last week saying, if this taps the 50% level, great buy zone, broke below, bang, bang, bang. We've broken above now, broke above the 618. We're off to the races. I think same thing, cup and handle here. I think this could send, guys. So keep an eye on pump. A couple of other coins. MOG obviously starting to show signs of life. There's a lot of work to do here. Still needs to do about a 2.5x to break above this resistance line here. So MOG, even though we're up 7% on the day, we do need to see a lot more. Hype, kind of battling the fib levels here, guys. We need to see it get above here to kind of have a shot at all-time high again. Not the worst looking chart though, man. I don't mind that, but I don't think that's as good as Pump or Pengu personally. That's just my take. Is total crypto market cap, guys, looking really good. I spoke yesterday on stream. We're about 3.8. We've broken almost to 4 trillion. And I did mention once we break above 4 trillion, guys, things get mental. What do you know? Fibs work, guys. We're almost above the 4 trillion and things are starting to go mental. So not a bad call on stream by yours truly, but I could be wrong later on. XRP kind of battling those fib levels. Might be battling a little bit of seeing something like that. Kind of need to get above here, guys, to be off to the races again. This may have front ran the rest of the market. Maybe that we have seen the all-time high in XRP. I think potentially we see higher. I think once we do this, guys, do my little noodling again, come up, retest, boom, retest, something like that. That's what I'm looking for. But we do need to get above this downward channel. So there's a little bit of work to do, but similar to Pengu, if we get above here and springboard, we are off. AVAX kind of pulled back a wee bit, had that pump, broke below the fib. A lot of work to do. So I'm cautiously optimistic with this bad boy. Solana. Well, let's go to Ethereum. Where are you? Ethereum looking really good, guys. As I mentioned, I'm looking for a quad top here. Fourth tap to the upside. Fourth tap, I think we break through. We bounce off this fib level gloriously. I think we're on our way to tap that fib level there at 5,000 approximately, or 4,950. I think fourth tap we break through and we go to all-time high. So I'm bullish on ETH, guys. Oh, God, why did it draw? And that's why I've got a lot of Ethereum assets, e.g. Moonbirds, Big Pudgies, Little Pudgies, and Elementals. So that's why I'm in ETH NFTs. I think that's a leverage bet on Ethereum as a chain. I think they outperform percentage-wise Ethereum. Where do I see Ethereum going? You may ask. 6,000 to 8,000 is where I'm looking for. Next stop, I think 6,000. That's where I'd probably take a little bit of P if you're deep in Ethereum, if you're in early. Otherwise, I think probably a better level to take it is possibly at 8,000. I think if we get a breakthrough here, guys, things could get quite nice and frothy for Ethereum. People have been waiting a long time for this to send. And I think market makers, this is their darling. It does have an ETF. I think they're incentivized to send this higher. I think this goes higher. So, yeah, man, I'm excited for Ethereum, very excited for Ethereum, and very excited for my NFT bags. Let's just check out Sol, because that's obviously the other big cap altcoin. Probably not as, oh no, this is a Sol Bitcoin chart. Sorry, I was going to say that doesn't look too great. It doesn't look too bad, but it's not as impressive as this. Not bad, man. We're cooking. We're cooking here. Now, have we seen the all-time high for Sol here at $300? Could be, guys. I don't know, but I'm not going to fade Sol. I think Sol does go higher. Actually, I think this goes higher. I think this does go higher. I don't think we've seen the top. So I'm curious whether that drop here, that pullback here to 189. I wonder if that was the sweep for liquidity, and I wonder if we're coming up here to test the 232 mark, something like this. What I want to see, come up here, retest, come up here, probably hit our head, retest, buff, retest, something like that. Just ladder our way up like that. Something like that I think we could see for Sol. Or we could get something totally more frothy and just pump, retest all-time high and then send. So Sol I am kind of bullish on as well. Sol and ETH, I'm probably, personally, probably more camp ETH at the moment. A good one to look at, guys, actually, if you want to see sort of what's better with those two. I wonder if I've got it on here. It's the Sol versus Ethereum chart. Did I keep it on here? No, maybe I didn't. Anyway, I'll bring it up later. So other things I'm looking at is the DXY US dollar starting to break down a little bit now. So obviously when that breaks down, assets start to run. Dominance is actually increasing with the Bitcoin price going up. So I guess stables are flowing into Bitcoin. So even though the other alts are going up, there's a fair amount of people still buying Bitcoin, guys. So even though everything's going up, it's not like people are taking profit out of Bitcoin and flowing into alts and memes. They're actually buying everything. They're buying everything. So bullish. Yeah, great stream, guys. This is great to talk about. I'm definitely enjoying this. Let's go back to Abstract real quick. Cudboy, what's up? What's your Pingu call for a possible peak price? I'm going to sell mine probably at closer to 100K. Possibly should have sold at the 65K mark, but I see us going closer to 100K for my big pudgy. I will sell my big pudgy between 80 and 100K, I think. Or Pingu, sorry, do you mean the Pingu price, the coin? You mean the coin. For that, dude, I think if you missed it before, I think it was about 7-8 cents. Yeah. Between 6 and 7 cents is where I would take heavy profit, guys. In fact, at the prior all-time high, I'll take a bit of profit here at 4.5 cents. I'll take about 30% off the table there, just in case we hit our head and pull back for a bit, so I can buy back lower. So I'm not going to sell 30% there because I'm bearish. I'm going to sell 30% there because I think other people will, and I'll rebuy if we go low and try to get another 20-30% back, and then sell again. So I'm just going to swing trade this bad boy all the way up, guys, just like I did with Bitcoin. I just want to grow my bag for free, which I did with Bitcoin very effectively this bull run. So I'm not bad at doing swing trading, so hopefully I can pull it off. Yep, okay, so Cappy's good for tomorrow. Cappy, what's up? Theo Zhao, what's up? Thanks for pulling up. You are always here. Someone's giving me a shout. Oh, get me on. Maybe I'll get on the Bodoggo show tomorrow, eh, guys? Bodoggos, maybe get me on, guys. Ray, get me on, big dog. All right, let's move along, guys. The best swing trade I know. Yeah, I'm hesitant to agree, but I have swung trade Bitcoin surprisingly well. I'm not going to brag, so I'm a bit superstitious. I was when I used to play footy. I was so superstitious. Sock on the same side, mouth guard the same way, tape put on the same way, tie my laces taped the same way. Never different. So I'm very superstitious. I don't like to. I'm a grateful person. I'm not a boastful. Boastful? Anyway, yes, I had swung traded very well, very, very well. So I'm fucking thankful. Let's go to Asta because that's probably the one coin that's pulled back a lot. Obviously, that's because it had a massive run, guys. So, breaking down to the 50% level, so standard. So this is nothing out of the ordinary. I think we possibly see more upside. CZ continues to shill. I think I need to buy some of this, man. I'm still not in. And I need to practice what we preach. I'm going to buy a bag here at the 50% level because I think that's a good buy zone. I'm going to get in there. So I'll probably buy some of this today. If it goes lower, fuck it, I got the trade wrong. I think we go higher. Let me put that on the screen, Cappy, since you're using your words. So I've pretty effectively swung Bitcoin from 40-something thousand. At what position did you play? So I played rugby union, and I started off when I first started, as most people, as a wing. And then I actually went to blindside flanker, where I ended up absolutely falling in love with and kept playing there. And then our lock got his nose broken early in the season. And I started playing lock, and I never got out of there because I kicked ass at lock. I was very good. I was very good in the line out, if I say so myself. So I ended up getting stuck in lock. In fact, we got all the way to the final, won the final. And in fact, in the final, the opposition didn't win one line out. I won every single ball on their line out. So great final for me. Good days. Those were my glory days at school, in high school, and then gave it all up. My knees are fucked now. Knees are back. I'm screwed. So I am, even though I'm bragging, I never had the size to really make it in footy to any sort of high level. I was very skinny and very small. Anyway, yes, that was rugby union in New Zealand. Nah, not private school. No, this was in New Zealand, man. Fuck, definitely not private. No, rough as guts, man. Samoans and Maldives everywhere, man. The big boys were smashing me. I was the tiny white boy in the school. No, I went to a very rough public school. Very rough. One of the worst in the region. Very bad. High suicide rate. Girls fighting each other at lunchtime, cutting each other's faces open with rings. That was my high school experience. Anyway, guys, that is sort of the big cap stuff. Let's go to a little bit more of the degenerate stuff, which I know is probably why most of you here, probably most of you aren't holding a lot of Bitcoin, which I would encourage you to. But maybe I know what it's like. First cycle, I didn't hold a lot either. I was memes and alts looking for the big heist, and then I learned Bitcoin's not bad for an ATX, and maybe I should start taking those wins. Shout out on Facebook if you're watching me there. Actually, hey, we've got a bit of Russian in the chat. Vittorio, what's up? What's up? Any concern with the token unlock and airdrop with Asta? Yeah, it is a bit of a concern. The new meme in GTG is look. Okay, don't know what's going on there. All right, guys, let's have a look at this. If you can actually see it on your screens, let's go to the DGen side of the market. Look, shout out to who's that? Is that Retzbar? Up 22%. So I showed you guys this on yesterday, and I said we'd broken above this resistance line here, and this looks like it's going to get off to the races, and lo and behold, we're up 22% today. So shout out to Greeny and myself for calling this a little while back. We said this was bouncing along this fib level. We said that's probably a buy, guys, and you're probably up about 50%. So GG to you guys who follow the charts here, not the feelings. We don't chart via feelings here very much, guys. We do it via data and charts, and it's served us well since 21. So you may not trust TA or technical analysis. My comment on that is, while I don't think it's the Bible to take as gospel, it certainly gives you clues on where the market's going to go. And it's basically just a graphical representation of people's psychology in that moment, in that coin. So I think it leaves very important clues. And I found in my experience, it works more often than it doesn't. So if it works more often than it doesn't, and you're not using it, I think you're doing it wrong. But give it a go. Don't take my word for it. The best thing, the way I fell in love with TA, guys, because I thought the same thing as everyone else. I was like, bullshit, this can't work. It's like throwing the bones on the table and being like, ooh, let's see what the bones say today. I just give all my mates shit about it who did it. And then I got into NFTs and I started charting them resistance levels. But I didn't realize I was kind of doing TA. I was just looking for support levels and buy zones and stuff. And what I found was over time, Crypto Morpheus, what's up? Over time, I just noticed TA worked, and I was like, man, there's something to this. And then I started using the fib retracement tool, and it just worked. It just worked. And I noticed that the fib retracement tool was actually noticing the levels that I had taught myself with NFTs. I was like, okay, I've accidentally found TA, then found what it's called. So I knew what TA was. I didn't trust it. And then I just organically drew to it and noticed it worked. And now, I can't not believe it now. I've just seen it work too many times. So anyway, that's my rant about TA. Use it, don't use it. I'm going to keep using it because I think I've got an edge on you guys who don't. So if you don't want to use it, maybe don't actually. All right, let's move on. Aptos, I haven't looked at it yet. Very degen coin. I would not click on look socials. I won't. No, I'm Kiwi, dude. Actually, I'm worse to some people than a Kiwi. I was born in South Africa, so I did primary school in South Africa, high school and university in New Zealand. Mum and Dad got me out of South Africa. It's pretty violent. As young kids, my sister and I, and then I did uni in New Zealand, and then I moved to Australia with my then girlfriend, now wife, and we've been here 15 years. We love it in Australia. It reminds me a lot of South Africa, actually. Except there's less murder and rape, man. So yeah, I kind of like it for that. Right, enough about my history. So Redspa, shout out to you. I've been shilling this pretty hard, I think, guys. I've been a big fan of this for quite some time. Let's look up Abster, one of the bigger memes. Sort of, I wouldn't say I'm overly impressed with this chart, but I'm not overly bearish on it either. Kind of just bouncing around here. Volume's on the semi-low side. Oh, not too bad, actually. But we really need to see it break above this 50% level. Until it breaks above there, it's got a bit of work to do, but certainly not writing it off. I just think there's possibly better charts. Poly looks okay, got a lot of work to do. I'm not in this. I just don't really dig the meme personally. Like, Abster / Pingu's girlfriend. I don't know, man. Just not my thing, but each to their own. Everyone likes shilling a different kind of meme. There's something there for everyone. Just not my cup of tea. God. Looking not bad. Only thing, let me lock this before I move it, is we're kind of hitting our head here on this fib level, and we dropped below actually, so not ideal. I really wanted to see it come back, retest this, and test the 50%. We haven't done that. And actually, on the bearish side, we've actually broken below here, back into the golden pocket. Probably a good buy zone, but since we've broken below, you might say you'd rather look for a discount, really. So I don't know if I'd buy resistance here. I'd buy support. I probably wouldn't buy resistance unless we break above here. I'd buy a retest though. I'd buy a retest. You may give away 5% of the move, but I prefer that and buy there and wear the downside. But I'm just a bit cautious this time in the market. Guna, I think another good meme, nice and funny. Abstract doesn't have a lot of edgy memes. I think this is one of them. Obviously broke above the downward resistance line / channel there. Probably coming down to retest it. I think that's a good thing. I spoke about on the channel yesterday. What I want to see is the break above, hit your head, retest there, break up, retest, buff. So that's what I'm looking for. So I actually think anywhere from here to 2.3 mil is almost a must buy. Let me reword that. A very good potential buy, not a must buy. Anything else? I'm going to go to Cyclops just because I like Dith and I like the team. I don't have this. I'm not holding it, so I'm not shilling bags. I have, but I do like to support teams that fucking try. So at the moment, we're kind of testing resistance levels and breaking below. We did break below the 50% level here, so not ideal. So I think probably a good buy zone is probably in the golden pocket below. Probably somewhere in here or somewhere especially in here. I'm just not sure if we're going to see in here, provided memes and alts continue to rise, or just hold them. If Bitcoin doesn't shit the bed, here's the buy zone. If Bitcoin dips, here's the buy zone. So keep in mind, we're working with probabilities here. I can't say with certainty what this is going to do, because what this does relies on Bitcoin to a certain degree. That's why I'm so heavy into Bitcoin, because it has first mover advantage. So I didn't realize this in 21, but I like the fact that I get to sell out of Bitcoin before everyone else gets to take profits on everything else. So I get to sell first. I get to ape into other things. Obviously, I have position in other things, but I get to take my profits before other people in alts and memes. I like that. I like the first mover. Shout out on Facebook if you're watching. I don't know if I'm streaming there, but I did put up a post saying I was going to see if anyone. I can't see what they wrote. Anywho, let's go back to the charts. So that was Cyclops, guys. I'll probably leave it there. I don't want to go over to every single friggin' coin. Let's have a look at a few others. Let's look at the ETH memes. Pepe, the big boy. The big boy's moving a little. Ooh, hello. Yeah, so Pepe is looking okay. Probably want to see, I do want to see it break above this 50% level, to be honest. Yeah, that's not too pretty, does it? Yeah, something like that. It's got a bit of work to do. So what I'm looking for here, it's kind of at a weird spot, to be honest here. It's kind of at a weird spot. So I'm looking to see if it comes down here, retest. I don't think it will, though. I think we're kind of boom, 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 something like that. So I don't know if we break below. It kind of looks like we've got a good sort of resistance here, 3.7 billion. So I think Pepe is looking, it's probably looking all right here, guys, actually. Pepe, I think, looks all right. Let's go to Mog real quick. Shout out Mog. Got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of bloody work to do. Like I said earlier in the stream, probably got a 2.5x to do before I start getting real bullish on it. But there is room for good upside there. Right, guys, let's push on. Let's look at NFTs. Obviously, let me just refresh this with NFTs. With Ethereum starting to pump. We're seeing NFTs start to pump. Obviously, the NFT prices pump due to their chain, e.g. Ethereum moving up, and then people tend to get more bullish on NFTs when price go up on the native chain they're on. So here we are. Hyper, big bounce, man. It went all the way down to 40 grand yesterday. Whoever bought is up $25,000. GG to you guys. Obviously, Moonbirds, guys, we had an entry at 10,000. We're up 60% now, almost 16,000. Up a juicy 6,000 US. This is pumping, guys. This is pumping. I put a post in GTG when these were 13,000 saying floors thin. This is going to send. I did put this on X as well. Lo and behold, it did send. Massive amounts of buy volume come in. Just if you can see this chart here. Is that big enough for you guys? That's what she said. But long story short, massive pump. We're not close to, where's the all-time high? Must be, it's way high. I know that. It doesn't show the chart long enough. Anywho, we've pumped to a pretty good resistance level. We need to break this 16,000 resistance level, and I think we're off the races. I think we see 20,000 sooner than we think. Where will I take profit on my one? Probably 20 to 30,000 US. 2-3x I'll take on this bad boy. But I will probably sell my elementals sooner than my big birds. So I'll scale out of them probably 2 to 3,000. Where are they? Oh, mythics, not elementals. Sorry, mythics. I keep saying elementals. So I have got a couple of these as well. Here's the 1 year chart. These are pumping as well, seeing really good volume. Actually, can I bring this chart? Sorry, bring the floor up. Here we go. Here's the 1 year chart. So we did hit, no, these hit 2,000. What are you on about? These hit 2,000. I'm going to start selling between 2 and 3,000. We got in at between 8 and 900. So we're already at a 2x. I'm looking for probably a 3 to 4x on these bad boys. Shout out to Moonbirds. Really bullish on them. I think there might be an announcement coming up. Is it tomorrow on Spencer? So I think everyone's trying to front run that announcement. I wonder if it'll be the token, guys. I wonder if it'll be the token. What do we got on abstract? I just want to see chat. Facebook, yeah, the good old days. Yeah, I'm starting to stream and chill a bit on Facebook now, just trying to get that normie liquidity over for you guys. All right, let's continue on with NFTs. Let me make the screen a bit bigger for you guys. That's probably a bit horrific for you guys. All right, is that better? Yeah, that's probably heaps better. Sorry. All right, so Hyper's up heaps, 20%. Moonbird's up 20%, like I said. Pudgy's kind of up slightly, up about $1,000. That's more due to Ethereum than anything else. Punk's holding steady, haven't moved up. Little Pudgy's mainly up because of the Ethereum price appreciating. Any other big moves? Moonbirds, Mythics, like I said, up 50% on the day. I think those continue up, depending on Spencer's announcement. If the announcement's lackluster, we dip a bit. If it's bullish, we probably continue to the upside. Mother effers, shout out to you guys, up maybe 6-7% on the day. It's probably the big gainers. Oh, Meme Land's up because I think there's a Meme Land. What do you call it? Fuck. like a fucking buyers thing, whatever you want to call it, a shitcoin attached to buys for this. That's why we're seeing Burbs move a lot as well. So meme land's starting to move up as well. Anything else? I did see Little MS. What the fuck? Oh, it's new. Okay. I did see. Remember Fluff World? Whoa, down to $100. Oh my god, they were so high once upon a time. I can't even think. I can't remember what I was going to bring up. Damn, I just had a blank because I was looking at everything else. Zuki only moving up slightly. I still got some Azuki at a flex, so I'm waiting for a good pump on that. I think that's about it, guys. All your favorites have moved up, but then all the sort of, there's still the laggers there which aren't doing much. Let's look at abstract NFTs real quick. Are they doing anything? Gigaverse ROM's kind of holding steady at that 500 mark, which was about a 4x. We got in at about $150. So you're looking at about 3-4x there. So shout out, I sold one for 4x the other day. That was nice, $650. Thank you, from 150. Wolf Game up. So this is coming across to abstract. I am in contact with Seed Phrase. He will be jumping on the show. Just trying to lock in a exact. Frankie Goes pumping. I was playing that the other day. It's upgraded, but you can go to the weights room. So definitely go and check that out. Shout out to Frankie Go. GigaRoms, they just raised 2 million. I wonder if we see a token. I think we do. Yeah, I think we probably do see a token for them. Surely they do it. So yeah, I think ROMs could get a token allocation, which would be pretty bullish. So that is the abstract NFT. Some are up, some are down. Kind of Web3 playboys. Oh my god, what are you guys doing? So that's kind of NFTs. Just checking out the chat. It's near breakdown of structure on Aptos. Yeah, I haven't checked it out. Just having a look. All right, let me just check. So obviously, one of the good things, let me just bring it up. One of the good things with abstract at the moment is obviously you're seeing an appreciation in meme price, because Ethereum's going up and the market's bullish. But the team Saigar announced last week that you can earn XP by providing liquidity for those meme coins. So what that's going to mean is with users providing liquidity, you're not going to see the massive swings of the meme coins with buys and sells, and it will allow whales to clip out easier when they sell. So if there's not enough liquidity, the whales aren't going to come in because when they want to sell their bags, they can't actually get out. There's not enough liquidity, and they'll actually cop a big loss. So the stabilization of price mixed with increased liquidity will allow bigger whales from the Ethereum ecosystem to come into the abstract memes. And I think you're going to see the TVL grow very quickly due to that. So I already know quite a few people starting to provide liquidity there. I think we're going to see that appreciate more and more over time. And I think in the next few months, guys, you're going to see those meme coins start to really, really run, like we're seeing with Dog, like we're seeing with with God, with Guna and all those coins now. So I'm actually quite bullish on abstract memes. And shout out to the team who made that move. Very well played. You did it at the perfect time just prior to the uptick for Bitcoin. So very bullish on the team over there. I'll just check my wee notes, guys, if we've got anything else to talk about. So once again, guys, we covered Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumped over 117,000, very critical level there. It did just pump on stream past 118,000. We are looking very, 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 very bullish for Bitcoin, guys. I'll bring up the chart again. For those who weren't in the room, here's Bitcoin looking really good, guys. So obviously, like I said, important level to break above was 117,000. We've done that with confidence now. We've actually broken above there. We're 118,300. So now we've got room to come down and retest this fib. We may not need to come down and retest 115,000. Maybe we can retest 117 and go from there. Looking good, guys. This is looking very good. So for the guys that didn't catch the stream, guys, I went over Bitcoin in pretty big detail. Go jump on GC Crypto TV. Give us a follow over there, guys. I'll put the link in description now for you guys. Give us a follow on X, because you can watch all our replays again. We've got some great interviews with some great people in the space. We've had Spencer on from Moonbirds. We've had Nick from Bodogos, Pierre from Bodogos, Easy from Bodogos. We've had the whole team, Clemente. We've had Betty from Dead Fellas. We're going to get Figgy from Yuga soon, but we've had Busy, who talked about providing liquidity for Memecoins. Give that a follow. Go give us a follow on YouTube. I did a great interview with Busy. He talks about how to provide liquidity in a safe way and still make money. We've interviewed tons of great people on these, so please go give them a watch. But that's probably us, guys. The other thing I guess we need to talk about just really quickly is obviously our channel partner, Yeet. They are doing we're doing another giveaway tomorrow. So as I said on stream earlier, guys, I'll just share the link again. We're giving away another $1,000 tomorrow on stream. And you say, how do I win that $1,000, Craig? Well, I've just popped the link in the chat there. Go follow that. Do a little bit of gambling. Obviously, gamble responsibly and only what you can afford to lose. But go and do a bit of volume over there. You'll come up on my my little list. Then tune in live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as per normal. I'll give you guys a code live on the show. You enter that code on Yeeter boards. Bang, there's a wheel come up. You qualify, spin the wheel, and we'll give away maybe 4 times $250. So we're doing that every week, guys, thanks to our friends over there, Yeet, who are Yeet. They are a gambling and sports betting site. With a couple of founders from Rect and Rect, Guy, OCF, and Mando, friends of the channel, good follows, Docs, and they're actually doing a 40% airdrop. Don't know when. I'm going to guess they're going to do it Q4, Q1. So keep that in mind. So we will be doing that giveaway, guys, tomorrow. So make sure you tune in there. The link's in the description. And then to round us off, guys, the other legends over here, OKX Australia, great platform. If you're tuning in new, you want somewhere to safely trade Bitcoin and you want an on-ramp from a bank, OKX is about as safe as you get, guys. They've also got a good staking platform there where you can stake your Bitcoin, stake your stables, and get a good earn there. They also have a self-managed super fund for the Australians in the room. Obviously, for financial reasons, I can't give advice about that. But if you do have a self-managed super or you're looking to get one, go check out their site. They do have a self-managed super there. I think that's pretty bloody cool. And I'm actually going to go through the process with them of doing that myself. Once I've done that process, I'll start to walk you guys through that. So for the Americans in the room, basically that's our retirement fund. In Australia now, we're able to put that into crypto, and OKX actually provides that facility and are actually able to give advice on that. So I think that's fantastic. I can't give advice on it. They can. They've got their lawyers. Go talk to them. But big shout out to them for supporting our channel, giving away $75 of Bitcoin if you follow our link. So I'll post that as well. So guys, if you follow this link and you buy or trade $1,000 over time of cryptos, they will give you $75 of Bitcoin for free. So again, shout out to OKX, great platform. Super stoked you guys are with us on this journey of the rest of this bull run. Guys, we'll be here in the bear. But and last but not least, shout out to you guys, the viewers, for pulling up today. Quite a lot of you, actually, which is good to see. Obviously, when the market pumps, things tend to, viewership gets higher. But a massive shout out to you guys for pulling up today here. We've got over probably 300-400 tuning in. So probably actually more. Don't know how many on YouTube. But look, shout out to the viewers. Shout out to you guys on Abstract. Shout out to you guys on Kick. Shout out to you guys on Facebook. Yeah, man, Bitcoin, guys, looks absolutely fantastic. We're at 118,400. I gave you the chart probably 2 weeks ago, and it's playing out beautifully. So if you followed me on that, you are very, very happy. We bought the tip at 107,000, 108,000. Man, I'm stoked, guys. Anyway, guys, I need to love you and leave you. I will be back tomorrow for another $1,000 giveaway, so make sure you tune in tomorrow. And guys, I will be back tomorrow to talk the market with you. Hopefully we're at a new all-time high. But big love to you guys, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for a $1,000 giveaway thanks to Yeet. Big love, guys. See you on the timeline.